coast-to-coast rail empire. Union Pacific and Norfolk Southern's $200 billion merger talks. Breaking. America's railroad landscape could be reshaped forever, and your wallet might feel it. In an unprecedented move that could redefine how goods crisscross the nation, Union Pacific and Norfolk Southern are negotiating what might become the largest railroad merger in U.S. history. But here's where it gets controversial. This $200 billion deal wouldn't just connect coasts. It could spark a domino effect of corporate consolidation affecting everything from your grocery bills to manufacturing supply chains. Insiders reveal that Union Pacific, valued at $138 billion, and Norfolk Southern, $63 billion, are in late-stage talks to create America's first seamless coast-to-coast rail network. Imagine trains carrying Midwestern grain, Texas oil, and Michigan-made cars moving from Los Angeles to New York without switching operators. A logistical revolution, eliminating bottlenecks at choke points like Chicago's overloaded rail yards. But wait, there's more at stake than efficient shipping. The U.S. Surface Transportation Board, STB, is reportedly bracing for not one, but two megamerger proposals. Rivals BNSF, Warren Buffett's rail giant, and CSX are now scrambling to explore their own deals, sources confirm. This sudden rush raises urgent questions. Could we soon have just two super railroads controlling the continent? And this is the part most people miss. These mergers are just about tracks and trains. They're power plays in a $1.7 trillion freight market where 40% of U.S. cargo moves by rail. Critical debate. Will this help or hurt everyday Americans? Proponents argue unified networks could reduce delays and costs. Critics, like the Soy Transportation Coalition's Mike Steenhoek, counter that less competition means higher shipping rates. Costs eventually pass to consumers. Farmers could see their profit margins vanish overnight, Steenhoek warns. The Trump factor, a regulatory earthquake. Here's the political bombshell. While the Biden administration took a hard line against corporate mergers, Trump-era policies have quietly rewritten the rules. Through executive orders targeting anti-competitive barriers, the former president's appointees, including STB Chairman Patrick Fuchs, now advocate for faster merger reviews and post-deal oversight instead of outright rejections. But can regulators actually control these behemoths? Transportation analyst Anthony Hatt sounds the alarm. Approval might come with poison pills. Forced sales of key routes, mandatory competitor access to tracks, or new price controls. Meanwhile, labor unions, traditionally merger-averse, could become kingmakers, as their support remains crucial despite fears of job cuts. The human cost behind the headlines. Norfolk Southern brings baggage to the table. A $1.4 billion derailment disaster, activist investor battles, and leadership turmoil. Union Pacific faces its own struggles with declining auto shipments and coal's uncertain future. Yet investors seem wary. Both companies' stocks dipped as details emerged. Food for thought. The last major rail merger, Canadian Pacific Kansas City Southern, created a North American network. Now imagine doubling that scale. Would two transcontinental giants stabilize shipping costs through efficiency? Or create a duopoly where companies like Amazon and Walmart call the shots? Your turn. Where do you stand? Pro-merger? This modernization is overdue. Let's finally fix our crumbling infrastructure. Anti-merger? History shows consolidation hurts workers and consumers every time. Wait and see? Regulators must ensure real public benefits, not corporate profits. Drop your view in the comments. This isn't just about trains. It's about who controls the arteries of American commerce. Key context: completion could take 19 to 22 months, even with streamline reviews. Existing duopolies already limit shippers' choices regionally. 22 eastern states versus western two-thirds coverage at stake. Labor costs and clean energy transitions add pressure. Precedent: 2023's Canada-US-Mexico rail link set the stage. Reporting by Sabrina Valley, Shivaj Tiwari, and Lisa Dertline, with edits by industry analysts. Follow for updates on this developing story that could impact every product on your shelves. Breaking. Union Pacific and Norfolk Southern confirm advanced merger talks. Imagine the seismic shift in the railroad industry. If two of its titans, Union Pacific and Norfolk Southern, were to merge. This isn't just a hypothetical scenario. It's a very real possibility that has railroad career professionals on the edge of their seats. Union Pacific Railroad CEO Jim Vena dropped a bombshell during an earnings call with analysts, revealing that Union Pacific UP and its rival Norfolk Southern Railway NS are in advanced discussions about a potential merger. But here's where it gets controversial. This news comes after weeks of media speculation, and while both companies have confirmed the talks, they've also made it clear that there's no guarantee an agreement will be reached. They've even stated that they won't be commenting further on the matter. So, what does this mean for the future of the railroad industry? Let's dive in. Vena broke the news after discussing UP's second quarter 2025 earnings results. Both UP and NS issued press releases to confirm the media reports, but they stopped short of providing any further details. The companies are keeping their cards close to their chest, leaving industry experts and enthusiasts to speculate about the potential outcomes. For the second quarter of 2025, Union Pacific reported a net income of $1.9 billion, or $3.15 per diluted share, compared to $1.7 billion, or $2.74 per diluted share, in the same period last year. The operating revenue for Q2 2025 was $6.2 billion, a 2% increase driven by higher volume and solid core pricing gains. However, this growth was partially offset by reduced fuel surcharges, changes in business mix, and lower other revenue. UP officials highlighted these figures in a press release, providing a detailed breakdown of the company's financial performance. The Q2 results also included a deferred tax benefit of $115 million, or 19 cents per diluted share, which was partially offset by a crew staffing agreement of $55 million, or 7 cents per diluted share. The adjusted net income for Q2 2025 was $2.9 billion, or $3.03 per diluted share, compared to $1.7 billion, or $2.71 per diluted share in Q2 2024. Freight revenue, excluding fuel surcharges, grew by 6%. UP also reported an operating ratio of 59% and an adjusted operating ratio of 58.1% for the quarter, compared to 60% a year ago. These figures set new records for freight revenue and operating income for the second quarter. Vena emphasized UP's commitment to industry leadership, stating, "We are delivering on our strategy, and our second quarter results demonstrate our commitment to leading the industry as we set new standards for safety, service, and operational excellence." He added, "The foundation is built, we are growing with our customers, and we had strong momentum as we continue to maximize the value of our great franchise." In addition to these financial highlights, UP reported several operational improvements in Q2 2025 compared to the previous year. These include a 10% improvement in freight car velocity, reaching 221 daily miles per car, a 5% increase in locomotive productivity, achieving 141 gross ton miles per horsepower day, a 2% increase in the average maximum train length, reaching 9,689 feet, a 9% improvement in workforce productivity, resulting in 1,124 car miles per employee. And this is the part most people miss. The reportable personal injury rate and reportable derailment rate both improved, showcasing UP's dedication to safety and operational excellence. These improvements are not just numbers on a page. They represent real advancements in how the company operates and serves its customers. So, what does all this mean for the future of the railroad industry? A merger between Union Pacific and Norfolk Southern could reshape the landscape, potentially leading to increased efficiency, better service, and new opportunities for careers in industry. But it could also compromise a local industry for the potential insider to lie. What are your thoughts on the potential merger? Do you see it as a positive step forward or a cause for concern? Share your opinions in the comments below, and let's spark the lively discussion. Union Pacific and Norfolk Southern merger confirmed? Biggest rail deal in history. Imagine a world where two of the largest railroads in North America join forces, reshaping the entire transportation landscape. That's exactly what might be on the horizon, as Union Pacific, the continent's biggest railroad company, confirms it is in serious talks with its rival, Norfolk Southern, to explore a potential merger. This deal could go down in history as the largest ever seen in the railroad industry. And trust us, this is just the beginning of the story. Now here's where things get even more intriguing. Union Pacific, valued at an impressive $135 billion, towers over Norfolk Southern, which holds a market cap of $64 billion. If these two giants were to combine, they would create a rail network unlike anything North America has witnessed before. Picture this: Union Pacific's sprawling infrastructure across the western United States, seamlessly connecting with Norfolk Southern's extensive East Coast routes. Together, they would dominate key shipping corridors and fundamentally alter how goods are transported across the continent. But here's the catch: mergers of this magnitude rarely happen without sparking debate. Questions about monopolies, pricing power, and regulatory hurdles are bound to arise. Critics may argue that such a union could stifle competition, potentially leading to higher costs for businesses and consumers alike. On the other hand, proponents might claim that combining resources could lead to unparalleled efficiency, reduced transit times, and improved service quality. So who's right? And more importantly, where should regulators draw the line? This is the part most people miss. Beyond the financials and logistics lies a deeper question about the future of rail transport itself. Should we prioritize stale-like integration at the risk of limiting competition? Or does maintaining multiple players in the market ultimately benefit everyone involved? These aren't just theoretical concerns. They're practical dilemmas that will shape industries for decades to come. As details continue to emerge, one thing is certain: this potential merger isn't just about two companies. It's about redefining the rules of the game for railroads everywhere. What do you think? Is this the dawn of a new era in transportation, or a step too far toward corporate dominance? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear where you stand.